Dusty Rose, the American Dream, asks you all to make his dream a reality and subscribe today, baby.
Welcome to Channel 4 News, where we bring you all the news up to the minute. Remake. Alright, welcome to Adam Mentality World, and welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We just got done watching Raw, but first, don't forget to like, comment below what you think, and most importantly, subscribe and share with your friends so they can enjoy it too. Alright, so this Raw started out like how every Raw should start out, with Y2J Chris Jericho coming out. Break the walls down! Even though I'm wearing a Brock Lesnar shirt. But I will have a Raw Jericho shirt tomorrow. Shh, it's coming. Yeah. Check that out, because I'll probably post a video tomorrow of 4 new shirts of mine. That will be one of them. So let's say Chris Jericho comes out, and he's like, cuts to the point, like, hey, I want Kevin Owens to come out. I want him to tell me exactly why he turned on me and doesn't want to be my best friend anymore. Kevin Owens comes out. He tells him exactly why he didn't want to be friends with him anymore. Well, first of all, he says they were never friends. He says Sami Zayn was once his friend, and I happen to know this, that they're still friends because I saw them and took pictures with them. Hey! Little kayfabe breaking right there was, like I said, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dusty Rhodes. Not Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is dead, baby. I got it mixed up with his son, Cody. Anyway, so he comes out there and he says, I was never your friend. I just used you, and as soon as you said, I'll fight Goldberg for the Universal Championship, sealed your fate. I no longer wanted to use you anymore. So as soon as he got the chance at the Festival of Friendship, he turned on him, beat him up, and they were no longer friends. So they go out there. Kevin Owens wants to fight Chris Jericho for his United States Championship at WrestleMania. So Chris Jericho's like, oh, you want to fight me for the United States Championship at WrestleMania? You got it! And so he just, boom, he doesn't care. He's like, I just want to fight you. So he's like, why do we wait till then? Let's just fight now. So Kevin Owens runs down there. They start fighting a little bit. Then, of course, Samoa Joe comes out of nowhere, starts beating him up. Then Sami Zayn comes out with a chair, beats them both up a little bit. Then you got Chris Jericho and Sami Zayn standing strong in the middle of the ring. Then they decide to make it Sami versus Kevin Owens for a match. They fought for a little bit. KO ended up winning. Then you got the Cruiserweight title. You had Neville versus Swan. Neville retained. Once again, I don't really care about this match. It's whatever. And then Austin Aries comes out and he's talking to him, interviewing, like, oh, I'm asking this question, blah, blah. And then Austin Aries beats up Neville. So, of course, they're going to have a match at WrestleMania. That one should be good. I don't know that much about Austin Aries, but I know Neville is fantastic, even though I'm not a fan of the Cruiserweights. Then you got Enzo and Cass talking backstage with Cesaro and Sheamus. A little bit of heat back and forth. Then it goes to Goldberg. He comes out and he talks about how he's the champ and everything. Then Paul Heyman comes out and says that he would shake his hand, but he's not enough of a man to do it. So he gets Brock Lesnar to come out there, a big pop. Brock Lesnar's talking, or Paul Heyman's talking to Goldberg while Brock's looking at him. He's like, "Come on, shake my hand, shake my hand." And you know there's nothing good to come out of that. And then Paul Heyman calls Goldberg Brock Lesnar's B, and he turns around, and right when he does, Brock Lesnar picks him up, F5s him. Ooh, F5. So then they just walk away, and Goldberg's kind of clinching the championship. I don't know. It seems to be super obvious that Goldberg is going to lose, but I feel like since they're making it so obvious, they might swerve it and actually make Goldberg win. I don't know what they're planning on doing, so to say Goldberg's definitely going to lose is not a definite right now. Then you got Enzo and Cass versus the Club, and then Cesaro and Sheamus come out because they had a heated discussion before. And then Enzo jumps through, does like a suicide dive, and hits, I can't remember which one of the Club members, and he starts one dancing around, hits Cesaro's coffee goes everywhere. Then Cesaro's like, Enzo's like, and he runs in, and then Cesaro goes to hit him, and then he ducks, he hits one of the Club members, so of course Club wins by disqualification. Then they go back and forth, and everybody's fighting, and in the end, Cesaro and Sheamus are standing strong. So they're clearly going to put them against Enzo and Cass at this point. Like, oh, okay, they're going to fight. Cesaro, Sheamus, Enzo. Okay, yeah. So then after that, at backstage, they had Cesaro and Sheamus and Enzo and Cass all arguing, and then Mick Foley comes up and says, next week you're going to have a number one contenders match for the tag team titles to face the Club at WrestleMania. And hopefully Enzo and Cass win. Let's see. Then you got Akira Tozawa versus Daivari. I don't really care. Akira Tozawa wins. And then Brian Kendrick comes out and he's like, the lesson number 5 I'm going to teach you is when the dog finally bites down on its tail, don't be careful what you wish for because you might regret it. And then the New Day come out with their ice cream and they fight the Shining Stars. I believe the New Day went over. I can't remember. It would only make sense. Mick Foley introduces Bayley, the women's champion. They're talking. Then Sasha comes out. And she says, you know what we've always dreamed about doing for the longest time is you and me headlining at WrestleMania and burning down the building, facing each other for the Women's Championship. Then Mick Foley's like, I don't know, I have to ask these people at Chicago, Illinois. Then the crowd goes, yeah, we want to see it. And then Charlotte comes out with Dana Brooke. She starts playing the victim card, like, hey, I was supposed to be the champ, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, where's my rematch? She's like, oh, Sasha's pretending to be Bayley's friend just so she can fight her because she knows she can't beat me, even though I saw her beat her in person at a Raw. So Steph comes out, crowd's cheering for Punk, and then she says, oh, you're a bunch of losers just like Punk. Ouch again. But this last time when she was making fun of Punk, she said, oh, if you guys keep rooting for or cheering for another minute and something, whatever, you'll last just as long as CM Punk. And they were like, whew, dead. And this time they're like, no, screw you. And they're just CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. And they kept it going loud for a pretty good while she was talking. Steph makes it a Sasha versus Bayley match. So that if Sasha wins, then it'll be triple threat. If Bayley wins, then it'll just be Bayley versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. Sasha, of course, wins. Then Charlotte comes in and beats them both up. And then she holds the title up, possibly showing what will happen at WrestleMania. Shows Roman backstage, and he was told that Braun will finish what he started. And Roman's like, I'm going to be in the middle of the ring. The big dog in my yard. So if he wants me, come get me. Spear him all. Whatever else he says. Same stuff over and over again. Then it shows a little package of Seth Rollins trying to recover because he wants to be at WrestleMania. Then it cuts to the announcers, and they talk about Triple H. And Triple H has we have him live via satellite from wherever he is. Probably backstage. Probably see some of the wrestlers walking around behind him. Probably see Braun Strowman pissed off walking by him. He calls Seth a coward and says he shouldn't come out to WrestleMania, which means he probably will come out to WrestleMania. I don't know what kind of match they're going to have, if they'll have a match, or if he'll just beat up Triple H at some point. Get a huge pop that way. So that ends. On to the next thing. We got Samoa Joe versus Jericho. Once again, let's see, because they were fighting at the beginning. Actually, it's just, sorry. So shows Samoa Joe come out, and then it cuts to commercial, and then it shows shows Emma into Emelina, now Emelina into Emma thing coming soon. They can show this if they want to. We know it's going to be funny or weird anyway, so I'm not really invested in it. I mean, she is nice. Then it shows Samoa Joe and him and Chris Jericho have a quick little match. Then they get outside the ring, then Samoa Joe jumps on Chris Jericho, puts him out. I can't remember what he calls it. It's basically the rear naked choke, but it's just whatever Samoa Joe calls it. And then he crawls back in the ring, and then he wins by 10 count. Then he gets out. He grabs Chris Jericho, throws him in the ring, and he's getting ready to do something else to him, and then, boom, code breaker by the greatest of all time, Y2J Chris Jericho, baby! So then Samoa Joe kind of retreats, so then you got Chris Jericho on top, which is good. Like I said, love Chris Jericho. Love to meet him one day. Fingers crossed. Alright, so now we got Braun calls out Roman. Braun goes out to the ring, and he's like, come on here, Roman. And he's like, I want to finish what I started. Then he's just waiting. Come on, come on, come on. And it goes, da bing. So it starts to play Roman's song. And then it cuts to the Undertaker's. Then Undertaker takes his 2-minute lapse of time that he needs to get down to the ring. He comes out there, makes eye contact with Braun Strowman. Just kind of shakes his head. And Braun's like, okay, yeah, I'll leave. Even though you're 30 years older than me and in way worse shape, I'm going to retreat. I hate this because Braun Strowman, I mean, I guess this isn't the end of everything. It just kind of stinks to see Braun look like the little guy. But he is the new guy, so I guess I can see something in that. As long as Braun Strowman gets his day where he's like, he is the big guy. I don't want him to misuse him because he's a monster. So Braun leaves, and Undertaker's getting ready to leave. And I said, da da, and the crowd goes, boo. So Roman comes out, and it says it's his yard to Undertaker, and all of a sudden the crowd starts saying, Roman sucks, Roman sucks. And he looks up at the WrestleMania thing, and he turns around to, no! Choke slam from the Undertaker, which is cool, got a huge pop, but it's not a good sign for Undertaker, because if you start out on top in a feud, you usually end up on the bottom. So I'm guessing Undertaker will probably lose at WrestleMania to the big dog, Roman Reigns. Believe that. And that stinks. Because the Undertaker shouldn't be wrestling after he got beat by Brock Lesnar. And now they're going to have Roman Reigns beat him to that. And that is my Raw review. Let me know what you think below in the comments section. Don't forget to click over here to subscribe. It takes literally less than a second. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate all the people who have subscribed already. Right here in my heart. We the people. Not that. That's Jack Swagger, and he's gone. All right. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. Let me know what you think. Peace.